Good evening, friends. I hope you're well. It's a warm summer evening here in the Chicago area, here just north of the city. And this is Facebook Love, Poems from Me to You, number 350. Kind of a landmark. Well, it is. It's a landmark. I was thinking about something that troubles me a lot the last several months, 6 months to be exact, 6.5, I suppose, which is I feel a really uncomfortable dissonance between the interest, curiosity, fun, and forward-thinkingness of my own day-to-day life most of the time, and what it feels like to be an American, what it feels like to live in this country right now. I have had to become very careful about how much current news I absorb in real time. That doesn't mean I don't stay informed. I do. I read the newspaper, I read periodicals, I watch a little bit of television, I listen to public radio. Praise God we still have it. Who knows how much longer we will. I listen to podcasts, but I'm very, very careful of my spirit because it's really difficult for me to absorb anything like people being shoved into unmarked vans by masked, ununiformed, mostly men who are violent, without any, and they're sent off to prisons or other countries without due process. I have a really hard time accepting what's happening to little children, babies and children in our court systems right now, whose parents or caregivers are sent away. It's just, I could go on and on, but anyway. Because of that, I wanted to read some poetry that spoke to me and maybe didn't comfort me, but helped me feel less alone. So this one today is for those of you who are sensitive and need to feel that what you see is true and that you are not alone in your discomfort, sadness, grief, etc. So I didn't even look online for any particular poets today. I did another exercise I've done since the 80s when I was in college, which is I let my eyes travel across several book covers and I let my fingers wander through the pages until I found things that felt right. So I have a poem by Maggie Smith from the book Goldenrod, and I have a couple pieces by Wendell from his book The Peace of Wild Things. So I hope these speak to you the way they did to me. If not more comforting, more in community. So, first I have a piece from Maggie Smith titled Tender Age. By the way, this was written several years ago, not in the last 6 months. And you'll understand as I go through it. Tender Age. America, I've heard the audio. Papa, Papa, Papa. Unintelligible, inconsolable crying. America, my childhood neighborhood was called Freedom Colony. I lived on Liberty Lane. America, you are grand in theory, poor in practice. You are not what I learned in grade school. America, I'm proofreading a book on your Constitution. I'm considering the letter of the law, the spirit of the law. America, you've caged even the babies. They cry mostly in Spanish. America, this is you. America, what I miss most about church are the hymns. Everyone singing the same word at the same time. Even the bells rang in unison. America, I'm wondering who your laws serve, the living or the dead. America, are there cribs for the babies? Bars within bars? America, where does your conscience live? I mean, from where has it been removed? America, as a girl, I rode my bike around the cul-de-sacs, Lexington, Bunker Hill, Valley Forge. America, I can pick the stars and peel the stripes right off you. America, I'm considering the letter, the spirit. America, there is no substitute for conscience. I can still feel the bells in my hands. America, this is us. America, we have taken children from their mothers. We have separated words from their meanings. America, will there be neighborhoods named for this undeclared war? America, where are the babies? America, when we want to silence the bells, we extinguish their open mouths on our chests. Tender Age from Maggie Smith. A few people I follow have been going into the immigration courts and sitting in court for sessions as sort of guardians in place for these youngsters, these 4, 3, 2-year-olds, babes in arms, who are sitting up in that, what's it called, a dock, and the judge is trying not to cry, and the court reporter is trying not to cry. Even the attorneys who are, quote, prosecuting them often have to excuse themselves because it's awful. And this is what we are doing, and our taxpayer dollars are paying for it. Are these the worst of the worst? Is this what people voted for? People being sent to foreign countries that they have nothing to do with? Into torture prisons? Not in my name. Here are a few pieces from Wendell Berry from the piece of Wild Things. I know it's backwards, but I like you to see the cover because if you want to look for it at the library, you can find it. I wish I could tell you how many books of poetry I have, but I honestly don't know. 20 or 30 maybe. Not including stuff from college and anthologies. All right. This is Do Not Be Ashamed from Wendell Berry, the first of two that I will read. You will be walking some night in the comfortable dark of your yard, and suddenly a great light will shine around about you, and behind you will be a wall you never saw before. It will be clear to you suddenly that you were about to escape, and that you are guilty. You misread the complex instructions. You are not a member. You lost your card or never had one. And you will know that they have been there all along, their eyes on your letters and books, their hands in your pockets, their ears wired to your bed. Though you have done nothing shameful, they will want you to be ashamed. They will want you to kneel and weep and say you should have been like them. And once you say you are shamed, reading the page they hold out to you, then such light as you have made in your history will leave you. They will no longer need to pursue you. You will pursue them, begging forgiveness. They will not forgive you. There is no power against them. It is only candor that is aloof from them, only an inward clarity, unashamed, that they cannot reach. Be ready. When their light has picked you out and their questions are asked, say to them, I am not ashamed. A sure horizon will come round you. The heron will begin his evening flight from the hilltop. Do not be ashamed, by Wendell Berry. I don't have anything to add. I want you to take from that your own. Here's one more, a short one, also from Wendell Berry, titled, Let Us Pledge. Let us pledge allegiance to the flag and to the national sacrifice areas for which it stands, garbage dumps and empty holes, sold out for a higher spire on the rich church, the safety of voyagers in golf carts, the better mood of the stock market. Let us feast today, though tomorrow we starve. Let us gorge upon the body of the Lord, consuming the earth for our greater joy in heaven, that fair vacation land. Let us wander forever in the labyrinth of our self-esteem. Let us evolve forever toward the higher consciousness of the machine. The spool of our engine-driven fate unwinds, our history now outspeeding thought. And the heart is a beatable tool. Let us pledge, from Wendell Berry. I was going to share one of my own today in the same vein, and I don't know, I just didn't want to. Some of mine are soft about things like this, and some of mine are very acidic, and I guess I didn't feel like sharing my own acid, but I did want to show up with my settled self, with some space for your thoughts to weave in as I read, and let you think about what you are willing to accept, what you feel called to do. Phone calls and marching and letters and encouraging others to think. We do know that when 3.5% of the populace is marching and speaking out for the last 100 years, the movement of protest succeeds. If you don't like what's going on, raise your voice. We are already at least 3.5% of the populace. This is Poems from Me to You, Facebook Love number 350. Thanks. I'll see you again.